get past the problem. She's trying to make sure that it's not an issue in the future. Does that sound like a woman that is more or less likely to get cheated on? Less likely, right? Because if he got a problem with you, he can discuss it with you. He ain't got to candy coat it. He ain't got to worry about you being childish and petty. He ain't got to worry about you trying to get revenge on him for just voicing his opinion or telling you how he feels. He knows that you're actually going to put effort into resolving the issue. Does that sound more like somebody that's more or less likely to be considered wife material? Right? Number 2, a home environment that allows a man to be himself and actually enjoy being there. So a man is actually comfortable at the crib. He's in it. He is set up how he likes. It's clean to his standards. He has the things there that keeps him comfortable and makes him enjoy being at home. Does that seem more or less like a man that's going to be itching to get out the house every chance he gets? Or somebody that'll say, man, I ain't going nowhere Friday. I'm chilling at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Like, having a home environment where he's not stressed out because of you bitching and complaining about everything. He's not worried about an unwarranted argument. He's actually comfortable in his own home. Does that sound like it's more or less likely to increase a man's desire to cheat? Number 3. A man that has confidence that he can discuss important issues with his woman without her creating additional problems or drama. Y'all often talk about why men don't talk to y'all about things, why he don't come, why he don't tell you this, why he didn't tell you he was unhappy about things. Well, a lot of times men don't tell women things that they're uncomfortable with, especially when it's related to them, is because women don't generally respond to criticism very well. Big mystery, right? I bet y'all didn't know that. I bet y'all were not aware that women don't respond to criticism very well. But I have lots of experiences with it, so I can vouch for it. Women don't want you to tell them the truth. They want you to give it to them in the fucking candy-coated ribbon and tell it to them as nicely as possible. Otherwise, they'll complain about your tone. They'll complain about your delivery. They'll complain about your word choice because you didn't tell them what you had a problem with as nicely as possible. But women have absolutely no problem telling men how they feel about men in the harshest, most disrespectful ways possible. Right? You a boy, you a pussy, you a broke ass nigga, you all these negative, uncandy coated phrases and uncandy coated verbiage when women describe male behavior. They think with they dicks they ain't shit. Like, they have absolutely no filter when they talk about male behavior. But in order to talk about what they do, you got to deliver it in a cute, fancy way. You got to say it in a nice way. You got to say it in a way that doesn't come off as angry. Right? That's what they say, right? They tell me my tone. They tell me I'm so bitter and I'm so hurt. That's why I'm telling them about it. They tell that I'm just, a woman hurt me so bad and I hate women so much. That's why I talk about the shit that y'all do that don't make sense. That's why I take my time to school y'all on how y'all fucking up y'all's relationships. According to them. You know what I'm saying? According to them. I don't tell it to them nice enough. I don't tell them that they are perfect. I don't tell them that the man just didn't understand you. He just didn't know your value. He didn't know your worth. I don't hit them with the cliches. I explain why that shit don't make sense. And since that rubs them in the wrong way, it's problematic for me to do. So the number 4, if he has a relationship that is based on communication, love, and mutual respect. If a man can get those 3 things out of a woman and get her to understand those things, he is much less likely to have to because all those 3 things are the keys to having a healthy relationship. It's like the keys to keeping a car running. Oil changes, getting a tune up, getting new tires, quality gas. You know what I'm saying? Like, get an inspection every year. If you can figure out what the problem is and actually get it fixed. Oh, my blinker went out. I'm going to get a new blinker. Oh, the fuel pump went out. I'm going to pay for a new fuel pump. If you are actually resolving problems with your relationship by communication, When you have a problem, you can talk about it. We can discuss it. We can come up with a resolution that works for both of us. There's actual love. We're actually working in each other's best interest. We actually care about each other's long-term well-being. And mutual respect. You're not treating him like he's your child. You're not talking to him any kind of way. You're not feeling like anything he says to you is coming for you or disrespectful or none of the perspectives that so many women have where they view their man as their enemy. Right? Men have a mutual respect among one another. If I tell my best friend when he's fucking up on something, he's not mad at me for pointing out how he's fucking up. Just like I'm not mad at him for him telling me when I fuck up. It's coming from a position of love. I know you love me. I know you respect me. I know you don't want to see me fucking up. But when a man does that, a lot of women will take that hostile. They have a serious problem with the man telling them about themselves. They have a very serious problem with being criticized. So there isn't a mutual respect. There's I can tell you about you, but you better not say shit about me. Don't we see women post that? You need to change, but you need to accept me for me. Don't we see that attitude all the time? Don't we see it when... Shit, what was the post that I did? We see how women are so quick to judge a situation when a woman does something wrong, find excuses, find ways to not hold her accountable. But when it's a man, they're all in agreement. And I highlighted that a couple of days ago where I put up a post that it talked about a man telling a woman he didn't want to be in a relationship and a woman fucking with him anyway, and how many women blame the man. He's wrong. He should have cut it off. He all the shit that make it his fault. Very next day, I put up a post where a woman says, I told him that I was waiting till marriage for sex. He got in a relationship with me for a year, and then he broke up with me for the sex. Was the man smart or dumb? 100% agreement. All women, all 100% agreement. All of them said he was dumb. There was no women that said, you let him on, you know men want sex. None of that. 100% agreement. Exact same situation. Told you what it was up front. Gave you the opportunity to choose to deal with it or not. You chose to deal with it. The end. When a man does that, he's dumb, he's etc. No blame on the woman. When a woman does that, they find a way to blame the man. Extremely hypocritical, extremely inconsistent, and extremely easy to expose. You know what I'm saying? Like, there were even people in the comments saying, damn, Terry, sounds like you're just trying to expose the hypocrisy, or sounds like a reversal of the post you put up yesterday. And there were still women that did exactly what I knew they were going to do. We're going to respond exactly how I knew they would respond when I posted it. See how easy it is to make my points with y'all? See how easy it is? Y'all are so hypocritical and so inconsistent. I can put up something one day and y'all will respond a certain way. And I can put up the exact same scenario, the exact same conditions, and make it where the man did it, and y'all will completely reverse your position. That's what makes it hard to have a relationship with a lot of y'all. That's the real reason a lot of y'all are single. That's the real reason that even though dudes that are very attracted to y'all, love fucking y'all, used to like hanging out with y'all, stop feeling that way. There's a reason that a lot of men that like y'all that at one point saw you as wife material changed his mind. You need to be my life coach. I'm not necessarily a life coach, but I do advice sessions. I do advice sessions, and they go pretty well. The women that do my sessions with me, they really enjoy it, and they thank me for it. So if you're interested, you can always, y'all know how to reach me. I got my email address in my business line in my bio. So I'm easy to contact. I think that was all the ones I wanted to talk about, man. Yeah, I think that's it. I think, hold on, what'd you say? Let me pin your comment. I think how you use definitions, a lot of people are illiterate because words have meanings. Men are more objective and us women are more subjective. I don't know if they just illiterate, you know what I'm saying? But you're right. I try to use definitions because that's the easiest way to explain things. You can go to Google, you can look at what the words actually mean, and there's nothing wrong with using accurate words to describe things. So when you see bitter, when you see insecure and things like that describes a lot of things that you see. But they have a negative connotation to it. So when you call a woman bitter, she's instantly going to tell you why she's not. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to be hurt. It's okay to be mad about some shit that went down in the past. Those are perfectly normal things. You know what I mean? Like, that's why it's such a common thing. You know? Like when you reference what happened in the past and what you saw go wrong, and that's why you wouldn't allow something, that is bitterness. That means you angry and hostile about how the shit went down in the past. That's why you fighting so hard to prevent it from happening again. Just don't deny what it is. Your videos are helpful because many men don't say all this stuff to us. Speaking for myself, I hate dragging a simple question out of someone. Yeah, a lot of men don't have the communication skills that I have. So it's hard for them to explain and break down female behavior the way that I do. They don't look at it and observe it the way that I do. And so that, my past has a lot to do with that. Part of being successful with women is being able to observe women and observe their behavior, their patterns. That's how I was able to be a hoe. You figure out what works and you become very successful with it. Not all men reach that level of success with women. Sure, Sarah, you can join. Let's see what Sarah got.
Hi, Terry.
What's up?
Okay. I have a question about hanging out with my boyfriend's friends. I was planning on doing a holiday party. I invited my boyfriend. I also invited one of his friends because I thought it would be nice for him to have somebody he knows there to talk to besides me. Well, he didn't like the fact that I invited his friend, and so I took the invitation away. It was on Facebook, so it wasn't like it was like a formal invitation. And then now the boyfriend's not able to go, but his friend invited me to his birthday party. And I went. Is that wrong? I think his friend is a cool dude. I've met his wife. We've now hung out outside of a business relationship. So, am I wrong for that?
I don't think so, but like I've just been talking about, lots of men are insecure. Like, for him to be mad about you inviting one of his homies to a party, that sounds insecure. Like, what reason do you have to not want to have one of your partners at a get together? That doesn't make any sense logically. So in order for him to feel that way, he's probably feeling some type of way about his friend or paranoid about the friend and you. So for you to go to the friend's birthday party, if he's already insecure enough to feel negative about you inviting to the friends to that, he's going to have a problem with this as well. So it's not necessarily that you are wrong. It's just you're dealing with an insecure person, so it's going to be treated as if you are wrong because that's how he's going to feel about it. But I don't think that's necessarily wrong. You'd have met his wife, you'd have met him. It's not a big deal, especially if he wasn't able to go to the party. So no, I don't see an issue with that. But it's going to fuel his insecurity and create more problems between you and him. That's why everybody knows that it's almost impossible to have a healthy relationship with an insecure person. So getting mad at you over something, like you said, if he's one of your partners, what's the problem with him coming around to a party?
Right, and I asked about that, and he says it's because he likes to keep things separate. Like, he does family life, then he does relationship life, then he does